me for my service.
Earlier, before I changed out of my uniform, I couldn't walk more than 5 feet without people shaking my hand and thanking me for my service.
When you come down here, you feel like a celebrity. Because you can't walk more than 5 feet without somebody shaking your hand. All we need to say is thank you back. We do this because we love to do it.
Hi, I'm Curtis.
I'm Johanna. Nice to meet you.
I changed out of uniform, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry to get tan. I've done 2 tours to Iraq, and I did 1 deployment to Cambodia.
Didn't want to regret ever not trying to do something with my life. I went and enlisted, and a couple months later I was in basic training, and a year later I was in Afghanistan. We're starting to show some improvement. We're getting ready to draw out. We're starting to break down all the places over there. And, it is still hot in certain areas. I mean, temperature, yes, as well as the action there. It does reach 140, 120 in the shade during the summer, and then it gets pretty cold as well there in the mountains in the winter time. A lot of the stuff over there is just real old world, real third world. They're still stuck in biblical times. Hardly any electricity at all. If there was, you didn't know when it was coming on, and you didn't know how long it was going to be on for. No running water. Everything was out of a well or out of the river. You know, families out in the fields working with their hands, using their donkeys. It's all real old school.
I did some sniper training with the Cambodian Special Forces. I was teaching them sniper tactics, and I was detached from the rest of my team. I was 100 miles north of everybody else in Phnom Penh, and I did 3 weeks of sniper training with the Cambodians. I learned more about myself than I think they learned from me. I learned that I'm able to go to a foreign country and teach foreign soldiers how to better themselves and to help their whole government be better than they were.
A good friend of mine, about a week before he went home, he got blown up and passed away. You know, the way that the people there fight and stuff is really kind of cowardly. They don't really understand and fight man on man. They just want to throw something in there to throw you off and then come in and attack you later.
I have 146 static line jumps. Static line jumps, we average anywhere from 800 to 1,500 feet, and free fall jumps, jump with 14,000 feet. Very first jump was a night jump. It means my eyes was closed the whole way down to the ground. And that wasn't too bad, but the scariest one was my second one, because I didn't want to do it again.
We hit the ground very hard. We jump out of the T-10 Delta parachutes. It's a round parachute, but still the same type of parachute they jump back in Vietnam.
The hardest part is actually the landing, because you don't have a choice and the ground comes up really quick.
It causes a lot of people to have compressed spines, slip disc, herniated disc in their back. Our knees are a big problem.
It tends to hurt after a while, especially if you don't do it correctly.
Came in at approximately 6'2", and I'm barely pushing the 6 foot even right now, just due to the impact of jumping and the amount of weight that we carry around on a regular basis.
When I joined the Army, I was 5'8". Now every time I take a PT test, they tell me I'm only 5'6", so I've lost 2 inches throughout my military career. It's the biggest adrenaline rush you can ever find. If you're a adrenaline junkie, that's the way to do it.
My very first firefight, we got fired at with multiple RPGs, and they opened up a small arms fire, and we were in a firefight for probably 45 minutes to an hour, and that was my very first experience ever being shot at or shooting back, and it was definitely very scary.
Most memorable moment would be the first time I've been shot at. Really? It was pretty crazy, but honestly, it really wasn't scary at the moment. Just all the training you go through, you just kind of react. Just the adrenaline rush, though. Some people don't feel that, but some of us get that adrenaline rush from being attacked and being that close.
I've heard people say that soldiers are only over there to kill people, but that's definitely not the case. We did a lot of humanitarian missions. In 2003 in Tikrit, Iraq, we built a school in the town of Tikrit. We got desks, we got books, we got blackboards, we got everything the kids would need to learn, and we actually built a building, and the kids were very appreciative and they were very thankful for everything that they had. I know in America, an education is taken for granted, but over there in Iraq, they don't take it for granted at all. They're very appreciative for anything that they can get to help further their education.
Some people just don't like the thought of war. You know, if we don't have our soldiers over there and controlling stuff over there, then we're going to have more incidents happen here on our own soil. You know, that's not what we want. We don't need our people here, American people, taking hits for some power from another country. The biggest thing is that we do need to have troops, and they do need to deploy, just for that fact of keeping us safe here and not having anything happen on our soil.
The most rewarding thing for me, from my military experience over the last 15 years, knowing that I freed the Iraqi people when we invaded Iraq in 2003. I know it was a long, drawn-out process, but Iraq is now a better country than it was before we went in there. And looking back on my 2 deployments to Iraq, that is definitely the best experience I've had since I've been in the military.
Planning on possibly re-enlisting here in the next couple of weeks. If I do, it'll be for another 2 to 4 years.
When my children get older, I will tell them that I did everything I could to make America a safer place, and I've fought these wars now so that hopefully they don't have to fight wars in their lifetime.
It's still a big decision. You know, I got to discuss it. I am married, so my wife doesn't exactly like it. It's real hard on the family, this life is. A lot of time to think about it here.
Real hero.
Thanks, Brad. I can't thank you enough for inviting me and having me here.
I love going to NASCAR races. Yep, everybody shows support. Majority of the military is all huge NASCAR sports fans, so we love coming to the sports, and you guys show us just the same amount of love and respect back. So it's some of the best thing that you guys do for us.